I'm gonna eat the neon mushrooms. You see, this is not great. This starship, the captain and one of its commanders, like one of the lieutenants, wants to eat neon mushrooms. Where are we going? What are we doing? Fey goats and beetle cows. Between House Shrendal and House Toadstool, they have a standing agreement because they both need a lot of resources. They're possibly married into each other's families. I think of them as like Walder Frey, kind of. So they are always kind of mocked in a little bit. Like House Toadstool is always... I'm gonna like think of like Walder Frey kind of feel. Like the house has that feeling of like people don't really look House Toadstool for like great stuff, I guess. Pirate and naval threats stop House Toadstool from taking in Wolfden, a nearby island, into its domain, and people there wish to stand on their own on the great. Okay, history. Long line of family that is known for somewhere fun. What do you mean I'm not supposed to eat the mushroom with radiation? Right? What do you mean? I could be a superhero. You said the islands are theirs too. Other than trading, those islands could gather pearls if they don't have boats. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for Pav, but they cannot get this island. No matter how much they try, I'm thinking like pirates, naval stuff. Think like maybe there's already a populace here that is really good at sea warfare or just managing the seas. I'm thinking like if there's currents, what I can imagine in currents is that there's a strong current here that goes from here. That's how the trade route
goes like this because it's easier to follow this route. Whoa! Thank you for the follow. Hello.
But that's what I think for the let's see. I'm gonna be mushy, man. Yes. So I'm thinking because the trade routes go this way, there's this strong current that like makes trade easy, but does not make it easy for like the Toadstool thicket for House Toadstool to try and take over this area. And I'm thinking like there are just, it's in their domain and like they just try to keep like the peace at this point, but there have been years of where they tried to, and the populace there are like, hell no, this is our island, get out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you ask the captain where she is in the galaxy, knowing fully well the ship hasn't left port, I parallel parked this ship and I'm dang proud of it. No, actually I want the map full size so I can come back to it. Let's go back to this tab. Okay, long line of families. So history-wise, what could this family history-wise be known as? If we're thinking of the Frey, I mean, not Frey, Walder, what's his name? House Frey, yeah. That house. If you're thinking of a family that is cunning, that has all these conflicts, and the fact that they're in this smaller area and region, they are this lesser house. They started as a lesser house with no name, unknown to the region, and was small in populace before something happened and they became known for it. Like, I'm thinking like this lesser house, they were never known. The Expanse had many other houses there. Before the treaties and peace were made and the houses had wardens, and the crown was established, this house did not really exist. And then something happened that made them kind of put their stamp. They didn't get to be as like a warden as like the House Crestalbian is, but they became one of the bigger houses. Could happen conflicts in the area. Maybe they established, like they brought in the smaller houses from Bolette, Dark Moss, the islands together in a ruthful way, or like like cunning behind the back way, that kind of does it. What could that be though? I'm thinking of like back in the old ages, like of this world, all the different towns had their own representatives, and somehow through like a contract or something like that, they did something, and House Toadstool became like how the Medici family kind of like worked together to establish themselves. Something that gave a society that welcomes Mushroom Thief Pirate Haven. Yes. Yes. Oh, hell yes. Wolf Den. That trade route. Whoa, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are doing some world building today. So we are talking about our different houses of our campaign that we're going to run, that's like Game of Thrones with Good Society, that we're hoping to run with like Witcher RPG stuff because we love it. And we did every week we're going through every one of the houses and we're building out the houses so we can start casting in 2025. So last week we did the Royal House, which at the start of the campaign will no longer kind of exist. And so that's why all the different houses are being called to court, because there needs to be a new royal line. So we're doing House Toadstool today. So, but yeah. Meatball, welcome on in. Hello, Plutarch. Thank you so much. Wait, Plutarch Rogers? Oh, thank you so much for the raid. I'm here with friends. We were also doing world building. Well, I love to see it. We love to see it. And Meatball, welcome on back. I hope you all had a wonderful stream. Tell me a little bit about the world building that you were doing. We're doing mushroom, myconid, like things like a whole night kind of, where players can be maesters, things like that. Regicide, just a little bit of regicide, just a little bit. So we established for House Toadstool because they're in this side of the map, because they're surrounded by karsts, which are these like very pointy mountainous things, and have like a trade route established here. And they don't have a lot of land for agriculture. They're known for other things. A little cunning family, and so we are trying to like establish what they're known for, what they actually do. They're known for animal husbandry and trading. What their current standing is with nearby people is how Shirandel, this island off the coast, they're a little bit nicer with them because they both kind of exist in the same kind of, we have not a lot of territory to grow stuff, so let's be nice to each other. So they've probably married into each other a lot. This area, they don't have a lot of nice stuff because their like capital is right on the beach and they have a very big harbor. So they probably have like conflicts with that. And then I'm going to say like with House Portabellon, they have a working relationship, kind of how like House Tully and House Frey has in Game of Thrones, which I should write here. Oh, a working relationship with House Portabellon. I cannot type. My God, my hands hurt today. Yeah, we're building countries and societies, but we realize we need the species and stuff. Let's go. Yeah, our game is all myconids. So definitely we're trying to like we have some variation. Like Paige said that like at least with House Toadstool or in the thicket there, they have more spots and stuff, which I like that. But right now we're trying to establish like how they became a big name, you know what I mean? Lops, what's up, hot dog? How are you doing? It is I, the boyo. I love this emote. I don't know how you made this, but this is really cute. I like this a lot. This could literally, like, if you added pigtails to that emote, Wops, it would be me right now. Okay, let's go. We've gotten 4 races done. Amazing. They have a look of faint blue purple with spots of white. Probably the drug trade is still thinking about hallucinatory fungi. You're thinking of how Silo would. I feel like you would be part of this house. If y'all could be part of any of these houses, which one would you be? Oh, I'm curious. I know you guys don't, probably some of you guys might not know all the houses, but if you tell me a thing that you like about mushrooms, maybe I can find the one for you. Okay. What could they have done? Absolute control over the trade route. That I like that idea for because since they're crafters and they would have more time, maybe that's what they did. But if they have a lot of control of the trade route, that could mean they could take over Wolf Den. You drew it as a be right back scene. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So let's say they made a dam or like something to control. I know what they could have done. I know what they could have done. That's a great idea, Sue. Okay. This looks like Panama Canal material. This makes sense. They control the trade routes because between the islands of Pav, there is a current and everything else is too dangerous to go through. So maybe they did establish a dam kind of system here. They don't. No, none of them. I don't think a lot of them have like established navies. Yes. Perfect. That's perfect. That's it. That's what they did. That's what made them the shit today. That's why they're like amazing. Done. Before the larger houses formed together with marriages, now known as House Toadstool, but their moment of genius is when they use their craftsmanship and trades, knowledge of trades, trade routes to build. I need a name for this this canal. The Pav Canal. We're gonna just do that for now. To build the Pav Canal, a route between the island that directed flow of the major trade route in the cove from the north of Myconia to the south. We did it. That's brilliant. That's so good. That's so freaking good. Okay. Next. Because the trade routes and everything go from the north to the south. So that's what I did for the map. I made it all the way here from the other side of the world over here, all the way down to the canal, and it goes all the way around, which is just great, which is great. Okay. That is what they're known for. Okay, we'll keep it there. I think that's good enough for one. All right. What could be some known people? They built a lock. Yep. A genius lock that pretty much makes it so sure that people have to go through their region and trade in goods so they don't get hungry, but also, they don't have to grow their own food. What are known people of this family? So like, let's think of a name and like what they were like possibly known of. I'm thinking like we did last week where we had like specific people of the royal line that were known for a specific thing. And this could be fun. I'm gonna only do like one or two. That way, if players of this house, if they want to think of something, they can totally like add it in. Known people of this family. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Important. Okay. Also, the royal house had like a lot of same endings, so I went back and changed it. So they end in either ARN or ARA. So I'm going to go back and kind of make that like a common thing for the royal line that they end in ARN or ARA, whether they're masc presenting or femme presenting, like Lysandrin and Nathaniel, Natalia and her wife Briona. So I want to change that to like Natara and Briona, and then Leandrin, something like that. Leandron, something like that. I'm going to change it around so that there's like a theme to it. A lock is a gated section. Yes, that's true. Gated section of waterway after use to raise like the yep. I like this both. Those are the best ones. So I'm gonna do this one just because they're known for this first. So I need a name if you guys think will be good that sounds good with Toadstool. Blah, 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 blah. The architect, the one who built, the one who with their family members, siblings. I'm going to add 2 siblings because I want this to be like a project that they work together with that made their family like big, to finance, craft, and design the canal in Pav. And the second one is maybe secret connection with the pirates since they can't take over the island. So they use pirates for smuggling certain items to build their wealth. And then what could they have done in this family? Like maybe they're known to consort with the pirates that surround Wolf Den and was important in trade of certain items to Dark Moss. They were never heard of again, but people still say their ships still roam the seas. Ha 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 ha. Pirates create danger and ships use the canal to avoid them. Fair traders on ships avoid pirates by using the canal. I was thinking about the river boom, but like a massive chain that can be lowered so that ships can cross. About a river boom. I need to visualize what that looks like. River boom. Like a massive chain that can be lowered so ships can be crossed. Yeah, I'm thinking something that could be done in like royal, like old English kind of time. So I'm going to go back through engineering because it totally can be done. The space between them can be something big, like from one stretch to the other, and there could be a boom in the middle, like a massive chain that has the like, I imagine these big wooden like cypress kind of doors that direct the flow because the current is really strong, and they naturally close because the current is like pushing on them, and when they open by like I don't know, I'm imagining a certain way, but we don't have to go into the details of this. I will be in here for ages just on the details of like engineering. Anyway, this is where like when I world build or talk or stuff about this, when I would do this with Vidi, with other people who have like certain knowledge about specific little things, I just go crazy because I'm just like, let's talk about engineering and waterways. I will love that. Let's do that. Who else does this? There's multiple people who do this, and I'm crazy about this stuff. Anyway, so we just need 2 names for this, and if we have 2 names, I will make like a pattern with this family. You just answer this message real quick. Okay. Names are always the freaking hardest part. Crane toadstool. Birds found near water. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. I like crane a lot. I like crane a lot. I'm trying to think. Admis, Kalia. Those are pretty too. Oh, those are very pretty. Okay. Let's do for the first one, I like crane. I'm going to use crane for the one known for pirating, and then and miss. I'm going to do admin. Alia, and so okay, I like that. So style of name ends in ain, il, or Leah. I like that. That makes it harder, but like at least it makes the names a little bit more unique for that family. Like I'll let players choose whatever names they would like, but I'll tell them like there's like a common thing where you can do something like that and they can build something if they wish. Totally fine if they don't want to fit with that theme. Like parents always do different names all the time. But it's nice when family histories have that kind of style. I like that a lot for like especially big grand families or something that they have that. Okay, now I need to let's see. Okay. The first one, how many generations do we get for this one? We're not going to do all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we did 17 generations because we wanted like a big thing for the royal house. So let's do only like 8. So let's start with the first one. Cerelia weds. Oh, I need to copy and paste that arrow thing that I did before. Again, keep the marriages aside for a while. Australia weds them. I need my D6. And what else did I do? And I use a D10 for children. Just because they're shrooms. D10. That is a D20, D12, and that is my D10. And then I have a D6 for 3 children. And then I have I have a D8 and a D4 for other variants. Okay. 3 children. Wow. Oh my God. What is the rule of 3 going on here? And it is 4, 5, 6. D6, 2 is 1. Okay. First child is the heir. Alrighty. Number 2. First child is the heir. If you're ending with Ain, Till, or Leah. I like Thalia. That's so pretty. Moraine. Ooh, pretty. By the way, to go further with the Frey idea, these large chains were attached to towers on each side, like fortifications where they could be. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like the idea that maybe the chain is what signifies the canal, because they have a winding snake around a mushroom, and I can imagine that like this canal area is very like the boom that goes in between the 2 towers or things like that, or like like it has that imagery of like the snake coiling around. So I can definitely do that. Oh, those are perfect names. Amazing. See why you're VIP? Okay, let's do the Saint is the firstborn. So they are mask presenting. They married somebody. A lot of these names are going to be from House Amanite. I'm going to choose like when we are done with all the houses, I'm going to choose who they married into by who they're close by. I don't see them marrying into somebody from the basin. Like that doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like they're going to Porcini, Chanter's Vale, Cresthold Expanse, Race Shade, Truffles Reach, Amanita, Dominion, Agric Farmlands, Mytarkan Plains, and Shirindel. Those are like great options for marriages in between the families. And then we'll have lesser houses they'll marry into. That's what I'll do. I'll add in some lesser houses that is part of that domain that they like marry into. Okay, those are 3 names. If they get 3 children again, Inari. Nope, they had 5 children. I'm gonna say sadly. Just because these names are perfect. Last 2 children did not grow to adulthood, so they weren't named. Sadly. All right, 5 children. I need to roll a d10, right, for 5 children. And then every 2 will be a number. Oh, the second child. I mean, not the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2 is the first child. Kestrel is the heir. Beautiful friggin' name. Also, we can use older names as like ones later on too. That family stuff. Kestrel married blah blah blah. They married blah blah blah. Okay, let's see. Come on, get 4. Come on. That's a 10. That's a 10. I regret this so much now. 10 children. Propane, methane, butane, and ethane. We're gonna just make this 5 because I don't have it in me. Last child did not grow to adulthood, but was named after Gawain and Dahlia. My God, I just, my brain works, but I don't think there's many names you could do with these suffixes, prefixes, suffixes. I think. Okay. 5 children, D10 to see who inherits. Blah, 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 blah. The 4th child. So you're still. Oh, okay. You're still is the heir. How do you do 4 again? V1, right? IV. Yeah. You're still. Married, blah, 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 blah. Are you really the eldest of 10? Really? Inari, that's amazing. Also, how? 5 children again? What's going on here? Okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. They're just having babies. We're going to do just 8 generations. Not saying that Sorelia was the first of the region. It's just that everything before Sorelia, before she was the first of House Toadstool, was another name, was the original family names, like before their established name. That's what it was. Because they came from Admain, Kalia, and Atil. So we can say like before House Toadstool, the houses were smaller. Names, the first of which were Admain, Alia, and Atil. This family is a bit salacious. My God. Yeah, there we go. Let's add this. And let's see how many kids did they have. Where's my D10? 1. Thank God. They had 1 child. Admin had 1 child named Sorelia, who took up the name, and she was the first generation of House Toadstool. I'm gonna say Toad, who then became House Toadstool. Sorelia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yours still has 5 children. Let me think of names now. I honestly like the name Thesane a lot. Thesane is so cute. Thesane the second. Why do I keep hearing like the sounds for I don't know what it is though. I hear like something that's supposed to be for the welcome on board thing. I'm not sure. I have to go through the sounds again. Saying the second. Dahlia is still a really good name, so I want to use that again. But it could also be named after their family, like their whoever married into the family as well. Ooh, I like the name Kamina. We're gonna use that. So whoever married into this will have like maybe that influence. Insane Kamina. And let's put Crane in here. Satil? Does that sound good, Satil? Should I do it with an S? Or Vitil? I like S. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Moraine the second. Perfect. D10. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be, y'all? Who's it gonna be? Actually, do I have dice rollers in this? That's actually a good thing. Maybe you guys can roll so you guys can see it. Ba-ba-ba-boom. I thought I had it. Commands. Oh, I do have them. Oh. have a D20. Maybe I can make like a I just want something that like is a dice roller. I need to make something off of StreamerBot and figure that out. Because that'll be cool. You guys could roll and see. Because I have it for Starcrawl. Like if you guys were on the Starcrawl chat yesterday for episode 13 of our campaign, we have like dice rollers and stuff like just to see. OBS, where's my OBS Starcrawl portable version? I have that version saved up. Oh, I forgot that it's behind me. I'm sorry, y'all. A plot for this nation could be the secret relation with the pirates went sour. And now they're making a large and sturdy ship that could snap the chain of the river boom. And the loss of control of the canal will cause House Toadstool decades worth of setback, possibly prompting outside invasions. Will like that. The pirates are making a large and sturdy ship to break the chain, or the houses. It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like the pirates would do that. I like that. Possible like events that are happening in the area. I'm gonna add it to. When I build out the wiki for this, and it's live right now. When I build it, I will take that out because if I want to use that plot, it will be kind of there, and I don't want it to be like part of the wiki. Secret lore: some mushrooms took over a destroyed kingdom and absorbed the memories of the civilization for the remains they devoured, mimicking the societal structure and mannerism, becoming sentient mushroom colonies in the form of myconids. That's actually when we first built this, like literally last year. That was one of the things that somebody said. How did this group of like myconids become like royalty and take over the world? And like they were like, oh, they literally absorbed the memories of a long forgotten civilization, like how the Candy Kingdom came about in Adventure Time. Well, they came about because of Prince of Bubblegum, but like how there was a time before and there were humans before and stuff like that. It was really, really funny. I can't remember who said it, but I think about it all the time. Like these mushrooms like evolved to a point that like they became this. You could do random number generator command for each dice roll. That's true. I'm going to close down, mix it up really quickly so I can do this. And then I'm going to, I need some water. I don't know if I filled up my pitcher though. Because I have it already built on that side. So the cool thing with Mix It Up is I can, same thing as StreamerBot, I can export stuff. So let me quickly export the dice ones and then move it to here. Yes, I know, no connection. We get it. We get it. So I can easily just put that into what is it from my Starcrawl OBS to here. But yeah, y'all should go check out Starcrawl. We just had our 13th episode and it was amazing. It's one of my favorite freaking sessions. So freaking cool. I'm loving GMing more and more, and I'm like excited to like play more with them because they're just such cool players. Commands, dice. Export. Oh, I already have them. Friggin' Moz from the past, I appreciate you. Did you export each one of them? D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, D20? Girl, you did. Past Moz, I am so sorry for anything I've ever said. I hope you're having a better day. Oh my God. My goodness. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Passmos. I see you. I even forgot that I exported all of these. I didn't think I needed all of that, but I'm glad I did. Okay, now I just have to import everything into this file. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, open up, mix it up on this side. We're doing good. What a great day. What a great day. We're doing such a great day. Ugh. Okay, so this will be really quick, and then you guys can roll the dice, and the first one I'll count for the D10. What do I come back to? What are we praying to pass mods? So when I build commands in Mix It Up or StreamerBot, you can export those into a file that you can like import to have the same command, so you're not building it from scratch. And so I already built these out for Starcrawl, which is our AP channel up there, and exported them out. Like Past Moz did that because I don't know why, because she's awesome and I appreciate you, Past Moz, because I did not have to make every separate different command. I can just import each of the files that I saved. Import. So let me just quickly do that, and then I got to run to the bathroom real fast and get some water, so we'll go on a break. D4 dice, D4. New command, import D6, D6 dice, D6. Okay, next one, import the D8. What's up, Prawn Store? How are you doing? That is funny. I like it. D10, import D10. Okay. The command is D10. So for like Inari, if you're on, Sue, if you want, you can test it out and see if it works. D12, dice, D12. Oh, nope. I put 13. Save. And then last one. D20, dice, import, mix it up, save. 6, let's go. Okay. Great, we did it. All done. Okay. Got a 7. Yeah, didn't make one up to 1,000 because I wanted to keep it specifically to the D&D dice. Okay. So we have a 6 for the first one. I'll use the 7. Oh my god, 7 children for the second one. Inari, oh my god, what's going on? Okay, you're still had 5 children. You rolled a d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third child. Rain is the heir. They're the pirate lord. They're the pirate lord that we said was, well, not the pirate lord, the one who was consorting with pirates, and consorting with the pirates. It's a fantasy. Okay. Let's say V1, rain, the, oh my goodness. I need to get water. I need to get water soon. 7 children. I'm gonna say they didn't have a good marriage, and they had two of the line, and five separate cuttings or children born out of the line. And because they were like disappeared and they're never heard of again, we could do something like maybe one of the children that were born out of the line became the next heir. I like that. Okay, what were the other names that you guys saved up here really quickly? Am I good at riddles? I am usually for D&D, but not when I'm like usually writing. So I might not be good right now because I'm like, my whole brain is for like getting this world building done. Did we use Thalia? We did use Thalia. That's the only ones I could think of. Yeah. That sounds pretty. Okay. Crane, Zeralia. Myrtle. Oh, that's pretty. Well, not pretty, but it's pretty. Amelia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Elia. I love that freaking character. Elia Martell. Valrain. Zeralia, Crane, Myrtle, Amelia, Elia, Valrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was that? Also, if you have ideas and adding it to this, even though it's not showing on stream, it saves it for me later. So if there's really cool things that you're adding to this world, I don't have to type out like everything. Or if I forget anything, it goes into a file for me. I made it to save to a file and update like with a new line. So honestly, I appreciate you. So thank you. And yes, I should do that. I'll be right back. I will. I'm going. I'll be right back.